I do have to tell you that the shoes that I'm wearing now are maybe a controversial pick. Hello? Okay. Yep, okay, we're on. So as you may have picked up on, lots of people have very dramatic opinions about shoes, and some of these are warranted, strong opinions, and some of them are just frankly a little too strong. You know, I drink coffee black sometimes, but today I'm putting a little bit of milk in it. So not gonna be that strong of opinions from me. I have been enjoying being out in the garden, going out on trail quite a bit more. I just wanted to talk about some of the trail runners and hiking shoes that I've used. I think this is a topic that's very individualized. It's very personalized to you, to your feet, to the environment that you go out on trail or in your garden or wherever. So I just gotta say that you're probably gonna have a vastly different experience to some degree, just because your terrain or whatever is a lot different than mine. But maybe you'll have some opinions to share, which I really, more than anything, I wanna hear what you have to say about your hiking shoes and your trail runners, what you've enjoyed, what you've not enjoyed. Well, I kind of just explained what has been going on for my shoes. And I'll just show you. I mean, come on. Like, how hard is it to not floor it when you drive through a neighborhood? Like, Monroe just kicked my tripod. You don't want me to make video, buddy? He would rather play, probably. Papa, you silly. Okay. A few years ago, I ran into a bunch of back pain, and I put up this fence and did it all way too fast in the heat of summer, moved like way too much concrete, did all kinds of stuff by myself, and I really should not have just like pushed that hard, because what I ended up doing was causing certain flare-ups in my back and muscular like imbalances that, I mean, that was 5-6 years ago, and I'm still dealing with these things now. So shoes have become a really important part of my ability to get outdoors and enjoy the outdoors. Pretty early on, people said that I should be wearing Brooks. And so I think it's the GT Adrenaline 23s and Adrenaline 24s. The Adrenaline 23s, to me, they just look like bulky dad shoes, and I just didn't like them very much. But I had a set of the Adrenaline 24s that were green, and I wore those things constantly for over a year. And I walk the dog 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the evening, every single day, rain or shine, all the time. And those things, they worked for a really, really, really long time. So I have to say, they were great all-season shoes. They were light. They kept my feet feeling good and healthy. So I never really had any issues with the Adrenaline 24s. And the only thing that I really had an issue with as far as the Brooks were concerned is that they're more on that like runner shoe category. And so there's just absolutely zero ankle support. So anytime I would go somewhere where it's a bit more rocky or more steep terrain, you just have to know what you're doing and be a bit more careful, because you will roll an ankle at some point if you don't have any extra support and it's not something that you know what you're doing. Even still, if you know what you're doing, it's still more likely to roll your ankle than if you have something with some support. So I don't know. That was just one of those things for me where the Brooks fell short, but they did everything else so well that I was happy to just keep wearing them. You'll see that the bottom of the shoe actually wore out like crazy, but most of the shoe is really intact, which is great because I am very hard on my shoes. Then I decided I was gonna get some Merrells. And these Merrells have been the absolute biggest disappointment in any shoe that I have ever had, ever, of all time. I don't think I wore them for more than a week before the suede on them just looked dingy and trashy. And that was really the only thing these shoes had going for them, in my opinion, was that they looked kind of cool. Because not even 2 weeks in, I started realizing that there was threading coming apart, that the shoes were falling apart and they were functionally brand new. And I bought them from Merrell's website, so it's not like there's some Amazon knockoff or something. Oh my gosh. Monroe is chasing lizards recently. He's so bad at catching them. Papa, what are you doing, buddy? He's so bad at catching these lizards, but Part of it is he will get them and they'll drop their tail and the tail will just like decoy, and honestly nature's just doing its thing because he'll just chase the tail and the lizard will get away. But he's so bad at hunting these lizards. He's so bad at it. Which I have to say, I'm not complaining because I don't really want to clean up a bunch of lizard guts. So I'm fine with him being terrible at hunting lizards. So that's totally fine with me. They wore out so fast on the top end and on some of the different spots on the shoe that the tread on the bottom is functionally brand new, which is not something you want in any sort of shoe, especially when you're spending decent money to get good shoes. So Merrell's were thumbs down. Brooks were thumbs up for the most part. But now I am wearing the Danner 2650 Trail. And they're hiking shoes. They're heavy. They are not lightweight at all. Sometimes when you're walking on like really rocky terrain, it's really nice to have shoes like this because the bumps and the harsh, jagged edges of the rocks, they don't stab your feet like they do in trail runners. Yeah, you end up getting a lot more support from your shoe, not just from the ankle support and the waterproof toe and all that other stuff, but really even just from the way that the sole is designed. So you end up with a lot better results for your feet when you're done walking, quite a ways. And even though they're a bit heavier, I have enjoyed them way more, and they're just stylish enough that I can wear them out when I'm not hiking and I'm just doing normal people stuff. They look fine. Super big thumbs up. I also have some Danner like hiking boots, like high top hiking boots. And I really enjoy those as well if I'm going for somewhere that's gonna be like really rough terrain. I need that super added ankle support. But I don't wear those all the time because they are big, they are extra heavy. And honestly, they're just kind of like not really a vibe if you have shorts on and stuff. If I'm on a trail, I probably won't care and I'll just do it anyway. Papa. He's gonna get one of these lizards. He will. And I will hopefully film it so you can see. Papa, are you gonna get it? Are you getting lizards, bud? So cute. So let me know, what's your favorite shoe to wear when you're on trail? Because I gotta know. Other people are enjoying all kinds of things, and I just wanna know what terrain you're doing and what shoe you're wearing. And if there's any shoes that you're like, do not ever buy this, and here's why. We gotta stick together, and I don't wanna spend much money on another set of Merrells if they're gonna be absolute garbage like the ones I've had. So anyway, this is gonna be a quick video, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you like videos like this and you wanna talk about gear, you wanna talk about stuff that you use on trail, and you wanna see this adorable little guy try to get some lizards, hit the like button, smash subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.